Well, recent years has seen an unprecedented contraction in resources to our Irish healthcare system, not just in terms of funding available to hospitals, but also in terms of personnel. And it was at this time, at the beginning of this crisis, that this unique collaboration developed between the training colleges and the HSE through national clinical programmes. These programmes set standards of care which inform current best practice and inform how we should develop practice in the future. And it was during these difficult years when we had to meet the challenges of reduced resources, reduced staff, increased expectations of the public, and an increasing demographic, people getting older all the time, that the National Clinical Programme in Surgery enabled us in the HSE to meet many of the demands of our population.
It's been a journey, so first of all we had to sit down and actually talk about and write about what we wanted to do, and that became manifest, if you like, in an elective surgery model of care and an acute surgery model of care. And they were really fairly straightforward documents. They were saying, well, how should good surgical practice be carried out by surgeons out there? How can we maximize the resources that we have in surgery? How can we use them better, more efficiently, and all this sort of thing? We then began to collect the data so that we knew what was happening in individual hospitals, right down to what individual surgeons were doing and all that sort of thing. So that gave us much more knowledge about what was going on. We could learn from that how long patients were staying in hospital, indeed how long they're waiting to get into hospital. And it's only with the data and that knowledge that you have a starting point from which to work to try and improve.
So this has been a collaborative process in the sense that they have accepted that the models of care we have provided are best practice, and they have encouraged us to implement that across the country. We facilitate performance improvement in the surgical service in the country. They've supported that because they fund the programme. We have a team around us in terms of data managers and managers which produce data which actually really is the basis of our programme, in the sense that we can produce data which allow surgeons and departments around the country benchmark themselves against national standards. We believe we've been quite successful so far in the sense that we have increased the efficiency of that process, and we've done that by increasing daycare surgery, reducing our length of stay, increasing the number of patients that we treat in fewer numbers of beds. And this is really so important because in the future there will not be enough hospital beds for the number of patients that we will have to treat going into the future with the demographic changes that are going to take place in this country.